Welcome to the Mind Spark, bringing you the latest news from around the world. It began as just another day in the grand cosmic theater. The James Webb Space Telescope, our golden eye in the sky, was performing a routine calibration. It pointed its mirrors toward a familiar, well-charted patch of emptiness, a necessary chore to ensure its instruments were perfectly tuned. Suddenly, an anomaly appeared, a flicker of data that didn't belong. In the stream of information flowing back to Baltimore, a single, unexpected source of infrared light blazed into existence. It wasn't a star or a distant galaxy, it was a ghost in the machine, a signal that shouldn't have been there. The automated systems flagged it immediately. On screens that usually displayed the faint, ancient light of cosmic history, this object was a bright, modern mystery. It was moving, and it was moving fast. Was an instrument malfunctioning? The team ran diagnostics. Everything was perfect. The telescope was operating flawlessly. The signal was real. It was a tangible object, a physical thing that had drifted through the telescope's field of view. But its location was all wrong. Far too close. The JWST orbits the Sun nearly 1 million miles from Earth, at the second Lagrange point, L2. This object, however, was clearly within Earth's orbital neighborhood, a cosmic stone's throw away. The initial confusion quickly turned into a quiet, thrilling excitement. This was not a system error, it was a discovery. The JWST was built to answer questions about the origins of the cosmos, not to monitor near-Earth space. Yet, by sheer accident, it had stumbled upon something lurking in our own celestial backyard. The routine calibration had become an unscheduled observation of an object that, by all initial accounts, had no business being there. The universe, it seemed, had a surprise for us, waiting right on our doorstep. To understand why this sighting was so extraordinary, you have to understand the James Webb Space Telescope itself. Its massive, gold-plated mirror is designed to collect faint infrared light, peering back over 13 billion years. The JWST orbits the Sun at L2, always looking away from Earth, into the cold, dark void. This is why the discovery was so shocking. The object it detected was not in deep space, but passing through Earth's orbital path. The only reason it caught the object was a specific calibration maneuver that briefly angled its instruments in an unusual orientation. It was a 1 in a million shot, a cosmic accident that revealed something we were never meant to see with this tool. Our planet is surrounded by a swarm of objects, tracked by entire networks. Yet this object had apparently gone completely unnoticed by all of them. If this one slipped by, what else was out there, silently flying past our world, completely unseen? As the initial shock wore off, scientists scrambled to analyze the precious few seconds of data. The object was glowing brightly in the infrared spectrum, but completely dark in visible light. It radiated significant thermal energy, suggesting it was generating or retaining heat in a very unusual way. Its size was estimated at about 50 meters in diameter, too large for typical debris, too small for a known asteroid. Its invisibility in the visible spectrum was the key. It was as if coated in the blackest material imaginable. Its trajectory was bizarre, making a subtle, smooth deviation from a purely ballistic path. Natural objects don't do that. Asteroids and comets are slaves to gravity. This object seemed to move with a hint of intention, a whisper of controlled flight. It was a large, warm, optically invisible object that moved in a way that defied simple gravitational explanation. A phantom, revealed only by a chance encounter with a telescope looking the other way. Each new piece of data only deepened the mystery. Every answer led to more questions. The team knew they were looking at something truly, fundamentally new. In science, the first step is to eliminate the known possibilities. Could it be an asteroid? No. Most reflect sunlight, and this one was optically dark and maneuvered. A man-made object? Every known satellite is tracked, and this trajectory matched none. Space junk? A 50-meter piece would be enormous and predictable, not invisible and self-heating. The heat signature combined with the lack of reflected light was unprecedented. It wasn't a comet, meteor, or any known satellite. Every comparison failed. It was as if the universe had presented a new category of object, one for which we had no name and no explanation. The mystery wasn't just that we didn't know what it was was that we knew everything it wasn't. The process of elimination left the scientists with an empty list. The object defied all conventional explanations. It was a puzzle that didn't fit any of the pieces we had. The enigma only deepened. The discovery was too big to remain contained. The initial data was quietly shared with other agencies, and NASA headquarters was alerted. The United States Space Force was brought into the loop. This wasn't just an academic curiosity, it was a potential issue of planetary security. But as different agencies looked, they found nothing. Radar arrays were silent, and other telescopes had missed it. The lack of confirmation was almost as strange as the discovery itself. The initial excitement began to mix with unease. Conversations became guarded, meetings closed. Then came the official directive silence. The data was classified, and all personnel were instructed not to discuss the finding publicly. The logic was sound, but for the scientists, it felt like a betrayal of their core principles. The thrill of discovery was replaced by the heavy burden of a secret. To the outside world, it was just another day. But for those on the inside, the world had fundamentally changed. Secrets have a way of getting out, especially in the age of the internet. Before the classification order, a low-level alert had been sent to a network of observatories. A graduate student in Chile, reviewing archival data, found a faint moving smudge matching the JWST sighting. The ground-based telescope had captured the object's faint heat signature, confirming the JWST data. The student posted the images and analysis online, unaware of the discovery's sensitivity. Amateur astronomers quickly joined in, scouring their own observations. Within hours, more detections surfaced. The secret was out, and the story spread like wildfire across social media. The official silence only fueled speculation. The mystery now belonged to the world. With the story public, pressure mounted on officials to explain. The scientific community, both professional and amateur, openly debated the object's identity. The usual suspects were dismissed. It wasn't an asteroid, comet, or any known human technology. Theories ranged from stealth asteroids to secret military craft, but none fit all the facts. The most tantalizing possibility emerged. If it wasn't ours, and it wasn't natural, could it be from somewhere else? The word alien moved from whispers to headlines. Could this be an extraterrestrial probe? The idea seemed like science fiction, but it was one of the few theories that could explain everything. The object behaved less like a rock and more like a machine. In the end, there were no easy answers, only data and questions. The object remains a question mark hanging in the void, a symbol of the enduring mystery of space. The legacy of this event is not the object itself, but the shift in our perspective. For centuries, we searched for the extraordinary far away, convinced our own neighborhood was fully understood. This mysterious visitor proved us wrong. The most profound discoveries might be happening right here, right now, in our own solar system. The universe is not just out there, it is all around us. This object slipped through our net with ease, a silent testament to our ignorance. The accidental glimpse from the JWST has opened a new chapter in our exploration of the cosmos. The greatest mysteries may not be in the dawn of time, but in the darkness right outside our window.